The league, Hartpury, I mean, they're looking to find at the bottom of the table, but you're looking to make sure that you stay in the league.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's not shy away from it that Hartpury have won a couple of games so far this season. There's been a couple of times they've scored a try bonus point, so for them wins are really important. They haven't got many opportunities left in 9 games, and they need to realistically win at least 5 or 6 of them and hope results go their way. So they'll be looking at the league table and they'll be thinking that teams in the bottom half of the league are better opportunities for them. So they'll come expecting this is a big game for them, and they'll do desperate to get the win to try and have any really hope of staying in the league. We approach it a little bit differently and go, well, we're back at home. We've been away for a few weeks. We want to put the good parts of our performances the last 2 or 3 weeks together into one performance. So I'm looking for that kind of perfect game, really. And if we can pick up 4 or 5 points, then if results go our way, we could finish the day 6th, which allows us to then look at the last 8 games of the season completely differently. So it'll also mean the gap between us and Hartpury is enough that we maybe can stop thinking about relegation, which has never been an issue this year really for us. But first year back in the Championship, it's often, we've said all year, it's going to be a bigger achievement to stay in the league in our first year than it was to get into it last year.
Hartpury, of course, was one of those early away matches where nothing really seemed to click for Coventry on the road. Different team now, you've learnt a lot in the time in between. Was it the case that you needed to almost lose games like that to sort of work out where you needed to be?
Yeah, from the perfect point of view, when you're looking at a 5 or 6 year project and you want to peak in the end of that, then you need lessons along the way that allows you to achieve that. You never really want to lose, but sometimes losing is the best lessons you can get, and you hit the nail on the head. We weren't a united team when we played Hartpury, with lots of new faces in there. The weather caught us out a little bit. We had a game plan that we then couldn't execute, so we had to change. We didn't have the personnel to make those changes really. And Hartpury, we played very efficient rugby, and we've learnt a lot of lessons since then. We've learnt that we can play on a rubbish pitch, and we've learnt that we can look after the ball. We've showed very recently that we can defend against the top end of the table, and that we can attack against the top end of the table. So we've now got to put all that together with the pressure that we're playing a team fighting for their lives, and that's a difficult one you don't come up against very often. You look back to last season when we played teams, even when we were winning the league, against teams at the bottom, they were some of our toughest fixtures. So this Saturday will be really tough, probably our toughest game for a long time, and there's so much riding on the game for both sets of teams and supporters that it should be a good one.